I'm going to show you how to thread baste for English paper piecing. I've got a piece of fabric, I've got my paper template, a needle threaded with just regular thread, and a glue stick. This is the wrong side of the fabric. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue, don't need much, and what that does is it's going to help secure the paper while we do our thread basting. And then just glue it onto your fabric, trying to center it on your fabric. That's all you need, is just a little bit. Then to start, you're going to fold down one side, then you're going to fold down the adjacent side, forming a nice crisp edge. Take your needle and thread, and I've already knotted my thread, and just bring it up along where you've folded the fabric and make one stitch. And you're holding it pretty tight because you want to keep that paper in there nice and secure, so you get nice crisp edges for your English paper piecing. Then just finger press as you go. Turn the next corner over, finger press it, and then just take a stitch. It's really 2 stitches because you want to have a little loop-de-doop there. There we go. Finger press along. Do this again. Do it for all 4 corners. All 6 corners, sorry, it's a hexagon. It's super easy to do this. And people ask me, do you always thread baste? Do you always glue baste? And I do both. It all just depends. But like, this is a perfect project if you're sitting in the car, somebody else is driving, obviously, not you. Or, sitting and waiting at a soccer game or whatever. You can just sit and mindlessly do this, watching TV. With glue, you kind of need a hard surface. And, like right there, I've got a little bubble in the thread. It doesn't matter because all these threads are going to be taken out as soon as we stitch this to another piece. And you don't sew through the paper. We're only picking up the fabric at this point in time. So you can skim your needle along the inside, but usually I can feel it and just get the fabric. And we're on the last one. You can see it doesn't take long at all. And I like to use a smaller needle. It has to be really sharp. And yes, needles can dull over time, and you're allowed to throw out needles. So when I come to this last place, I've got a little loop there. Just bring my thread through, pull it, cut it. I leave a long tail so it's easy to get to. And there it is, a finished thread basted English paper piecing. It looks nice and crisp now, but I always give it a nice little press also, and then put it in my pile ready to use.